Hi guys, so welcome back to our new GMD tutorial. So today we will be discussing about the material collapsibles. So collapsibles are accordion elements that expand when click on, and also it will allow us to add a content. So once you open up a collapsible item, it will expand the hidden content, which is the material collapsible body, and this the one that indicates first is the material collapsible item. So let's get to coding. So first thing you need to define is the material collapsible, and then we have also the collapsible items right here. And then what you can just add also is the header and the body. So the body contains a series of text, plain text, material label. Okay, and let's refresh the page and see what it looks like. Oh, I think it was there already. So here we have a first, and then the collapsible header, and also the collapsible body. And maybe we can just add more items, collapsible items right there. Maybe let's add two more. Okay, so let's define this to second, and this one should be third. Okay, and let's refresh the page. So we have first there, we have second, and also third. So that's the default one. So the default behavior that we have right there was it was an accordion, so you can turn that off. So if we set it to false, then what will happen to our collapsible item is it will expand everything, so all of them should be expandable. So as you can see on the default one, which is the accordion to true, it will just expand them one at a time. So right here we can just expand it, um, um, everything, every collapsible items. Okay, so we have also another type called pop out. So okay, so let's just define type of pop out. Okay, so pop out is I think it was introduced when they developed the Google Inbox. So it's a how you call this, it's a way that it should what you call this, it should have an UX wherein it should define the selected item to be popping out. So unlike the other one, so it pops out. So we have here. Okay, so next thing that we have is we can also register an expanded how you call this, expanded collapse event. So what you can just do is maybe we can just add a UI field collapsible right here, right? And then right here we can just add UI field material collapsible, and then what we can just add is add expand handler, right? And then also we have collapsible that add collapse handler, and let's just define that those event, let's call it expanded, and also collapse. Okay, let's just refresh the page. Oh, not that page, but this one. So right here, so if you have right that, so we have expanded and you have also collapse. And take note, you can also add the target, expanded target. So by getting the target, so it's a collapsible item, so in the future you can do whatever you want on that expanded collapsible item. Next thing is we can also add a nested collapsible. So for example, right here you can just copy copy this collapsible and then put it directly to the body once you open the first one, right? So instead of just a plain text, you can add that collapsible. And maybe let's remove this UI field just to make them unique. And let's refresh the page right there. And if you expand this, so you have this one also. So collapsible within a collapsible, so it was nested. And also what you can just do also is you can pre-select um pre-select the what you call the selection, I mean the items. So take note that it will be only working on once we attach the widget, so because it needs to have the DOM created first before we call the native API to expand the collapsible item. So let's check that. So by default it will expand the second, So that's it. So you have expanded the second by default. And what's next? You can also add an icons. So that's good. So we have an icons right here on uh Nested Collapsible style. I think it was on the secondary actions. So right here we can just copy these two icons and then put it into the second. Where's the second one? So it was here. Okay, so let's refresh the page. Okay, oh no, it's not there on the collapsible header. Okay, so you can add that also right there, but I prefer to have the actions onto this because if it was closed, then you can see the icons. But right here we have the icons. So by default, if you click on the icon, so it will close. Um, but in order to do that, for example, on the delete, so let's add a UI field of delete right there, and then right here we can just add a UI handler delete. Okay, and then click event, and then what you can just do is to prevent default, and then you stop propagation just to make sure that the collapsible will not collapse if you click the delete button, and then we can just toast so for the deletion. Okay, so I will show you the differences. So here if I click on this location icon, so yeah, on the delete, oh, I registered the wrong one. Let's just put this delete on the this one. Okay, okay, so if I click onto this, so it will close it because we don't stop propagating it, so it will not prevent the collapsible body to be collapsible item to be collapsed. So this one, however, this one, so if I click this one, so we toast the event, and also it will avoid us to collapse the what is the collapsible item. So okay, so I think that's all. So I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial. So stay tuned for new updates coming on 2.4.0. So we are still baking the RC releases, so stay tuned for the updates. Thank you. Goodbye.